think the England side is still third gear. You have to give credit to the manager. She hasn't had a lot of contact time with her players. The amount of probably grass sessions that she's had hasn't been a lot. And so as long as you see further development, and we've seen it, she's come in and made England defensively solid. Yes, they play with a 4 and a 2, and so there's 6 always pretty much always behind the ball, and they're very solid in those moments, and it's about staying in the game at all times. But you see that she's tactical and she'll make changes. She's experienced, she's been there, she's done it, she's won it. So I think in terms of manager, we've got one of the best out there, if so the best. And it is exciting because I think there's still a lot more room for England to grow and develop, and I think there's plenty of time for that to happen.
You say about...
When I say third gear, I could probably go through that 11 and the 15, 16 that played last night, and I could know that there's still a lot more to go from them individually. And I think, like, there's players coming back from injury, there's players have played a lot of games, so might need a little bit of a rest, so going into the tournament they'll be fresher. And I just think come the start of the tournament, I hope we're going to be in such a good spot. I think we've got some really world-class players. I think, like I said, they're all good. They're all good. That's why they're all at this tournament. But there's not one where I go, oh, gosh, like previous tournaments, I'm like, ooh, you definitely want to avoid them. But there's not one, and tournaments are about momentum and gaining confidence. And if they can do that, and we saw in the men's Euros last year that the more you go on, the more you grow, and the more you generate your home interest, and they get behind you, then you're onto something. So I think that come the tournament in the summer, I think there'll be 4 or 5 teams that are really in it. There'll be nothing between them. They'll all have 1 or 2 weaknesses, and they'll all be similar. And I think it'll be so close. And I think that the tournament winners will just boil down to the margins. And I hope those margins are home crowd advantage. I hope those margins are that we've had experience on home soil practicing in this tournament that we've just had yesterday and the rest of the week. And I just hope those margins go in the favour of England. The reason why I got involved in this is A, because it's a fantastic initiative, and B, I'm a big fan of non-league football and I've grew up with it. My first team was Solihull, so I was Moor Green, and went there as a young girl. My dad took me, watched the games, he went to the pub, I played in the background, and that's how I kind of started to fall in love with football. And unfortunately, Moor Green burnt down, so I felt the loss of that football club within our community. And so I know how important the investment is from the National Lottery, because I wouldn't want anyone else to feel that loss of a local football team in the community in the manner that we did. And that then went on to the amalgamation of Solihull Moors, who I followed and worked with and volunteered with when I played in WSL, actually. I did my dissertation with them, and I've followed them home and away for probably like 3 years whilst playing as well. So fan of non-league football. So when I was obviously asked to get involved, A, I thought it was brilliant, and B, it was something I was passionate about.